Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Primate Ayodele has sent a stern warning to Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He said, reduce foreign trips. Pray for good health so something is coming. Primate Ayodele warns Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He said, make the guy know they travel anyhow. Say because they travel so consequences dey o. Na be e go get results o. Say make Tinubu dey very careful. They say consequences dey with regards to this travel. He said then another thing, they say make Tinubu go pray, may God give am good health. He say because wetin they see so, wetin he stand they see. Even if Tinubu stand up, say Tinubu no go see am. Say even if Tinubu stand up, say Tinubu no go see am. Say so make Tinubu go ahead right now. Make he, first of all, make he go dey beg God for his health. Make Tinubu for fit get good health. He say then, make he not forget, say consequences dey for the action when he do take. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Reduce foreign trips. Pray for good health. Something is coming. Primate Ayodele warns Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. The leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elisha Ayodele, has warned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reduce his trip and seek the face of God concerning his health. He explained that Tinubu has so much burden on himself, adding that there is still so much to do for the country's economic stability. In a statement signed by the media aide Oluwatosin Osho, Primate Ayodele urged Nigerians to pray for the success of this present government and administration and pray for Tinubu. Pray for Tinubu's health. Pray that God will forgive him and give him good health so that he'll be able to do the needful. The president is carrying too much. He needs to pray for sustenance. He needs to pray. He needs to ensure that he does not leave himself to traveling. These foreign trips he's going about and going around with, he's going to have himself to blame. Tell him to be careful of what he's doing in regards to the foreign trip is currently being involved in. That is not his mission statement. That is not what he should be doing. The president should also reduce his trip. He needs to seek the face of God for himself and pray for good health because there is still so much going to happen in this country. Ayodele also made it known that he does not see any hope yet for the government and for the people. He said he should listen carefully to advice and ensure that he follows. Primate Ayodele advised the government not to tackle the economic situation from just one aspect of just money, of the dollar exchange, but he should look very carefully. But he should look into the nation's mineral resources, restructuring of the economy, and do much more. He said what Tinubu is currently involved in now will not go very far if he continues to act and behave in the way he's behaving right now. There is no future. There is no hope. Tinubu must become very careful. So that's Primate Ayodele talking to Tinubu in his own submission. He says Tinubu must be careful. He must be careful and he must look attentively to his foreign trips. He said the foreign trips is like a trap for him. If he's not careful, he'll be surprised. He'll be surprised what will follow. He said because as it stands at the moment, there is still so much with regards to Tinubu and his health. If he's not careful, he cannot continue with this. That he needs to be careful. He needs to balance things up. He needs to ensure that, everything, especially the traveling, that right now, that traveling is not for him. He should not be moving from pillar to post. He should be very careful. We say, wow. So that's exactly what is happening right about now. Well, my lovely, wonderful people, you can see that warning is coming for Tinubu. Primate Ayodele is already telling him, be careful, be careful, be careful, ringing the bell and alarm of caution that, there is need for Tinubu to look to look intently, at his governing skill and ensure that he does what is right. He said because nobody will particularly, do his work for him. If Tinubu wants to do more or do well, he must rise up to the occasion and ensure that he does not leave himself in the hands of those who wants to, just take over from, and just do anything. So this is what is happening. This is what is happening right now. Well, my lovely people, what do you think? The days upon us have become so, so important that every single one must begin to pay great attention to this nation, to the economy. We almost continue to work and ensure that, we do not allow people who have no iota of leadership bone in them to be the one that will be leading this country. So we almost rise up. We almost ensure that we do everything, humanly speaking, possible. Well, my lovely people, can you see that Primate Ayodele has come with another warning? First of all, it's about his health. Secondly, it's about what he's doing. He said he must rise up. He must ensure that, his health, he looks after his health very intently. He does what is needed so that he can be able to, look after himself and be able to lead as a president and do what he needs to do. He said, but the economy and everything will not change immediately. He said things will not change immediately. He said, so Tinubu must be very careful that things will not just change immediately and everything will go back to normal. But what he needs to do, he needs to ensure that, whatever he is doing right now, he must pray for good health. He said because good health must become part of what he must do in order for him to be able to, get back, get back on track. He said this very matter right now that is going on, all that is happening will not suffice if Tinubu continue in this way. That Tinubu needs to go back. Okay? Tinubu needs to go back and do the right thing. Okay? So please don't forget you are important. We all have a voice and we must do what is needed and right to be able to make this country work. Anyway, my lovely people, what do you think? What do you think? It is time that we rise up and do all the needful and bring this nation to where it needs to be. Every one of us have a duty and we must ensure we adhere to it to bring Nigeria back, on the right track so that things can, begin to move forward as a nation and as a people. What are we doing? And why do we continue to sit back and pretend that we cannot see what is happening? If there is any time in our life where we must take things rather very seriously, speak out against everything and anything that is not moving forward, ensure that the right things are done. It is now more than ever before. Don't forget, you have a voice and we are all important in the scheme of things to ensure that things are done properly, decently, and in order. We all must do what is needed, okay? And bring this nation out of the current peril and bring her back to where she needs to be. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. And from us is bye for now. Bye-bye.